I am on the road again. Look at that, back-to-back weeks. Another surprise guest, a very important individual to me. I'm gonna bring you guys along. Remember I said I'm gonna try to record more, try to do more. So this is where it starts. I am headed to Monterey, California, and then we're gonna take a road trip. So come join me. Currently delayed in Phoenix, or excuse me, in El Paso. So what that causes is that adjusts my flight to California. So I will not be getting into California until later than anticipated. But I bring this up because we talk about being positive, we talk about, you know, your mindset and all of that, and this is one of those times where it could easily be a time to be frustrated and all of that stuff, but you know, it is what it is. It's out of your control, so why worry about it? So I'm gonna make the best of this. I got that coffee because I am fasting, because I knew I was gonna be traveling. So last night I cut my eating off around 9:30, and like I was saying before in the previous video, I do a 16-8. So I go 8-hour eating window, 16-hour fast. I may push that fast out a little bit further. On your fast, for those that don't know, that have never tried it, you can have coffee. You don't want to sweeten it, however, you can have stevia, the Himalayan pink salt. You can also add into your coffee. You can have green tea. You can also add the salt into that, just to add a little bit of flavor, take away some of the bitterness of coffee, because for some, coffee tastes like crap. Especially without any type of sweetener or anything like that. And then, but you also want to make sure that your water intake is high, because there's going to be times where you get cravings, so you're going to be hungry. You know, especially if your body is already used to eating a breakfast or eating food consistently, like maybe every 2.5, 3 hours, you're used to eating, and you roll into this fasting plan, and you know, your body's still used to eating. So make sure you consume a bunch of water. And then when I break my fast, I will break it with a banana. So you always want to try to break your fast with something simple, something light and something small, because your body hasn't eaten in X amount of hours, say it's 16 hours or 20 hours or whatever it may be. You want to get your digestive system to process something before you indulge in a meal. And then even your first meal, you don't want it to be huge, but it's recommended to try to get in like some veggies, protein, however your eating plan is set up. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and I probably won't film again until I get to California. But I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I just made a very good post on IG about a healthy heart, because if your heart's not in the right place, your mind's not in the right place, hormones play such a big part in fitness, or in accomplishing your goals, whether it be competition, lifestyle. You always have to make sure you pay attention to those hormones, because the hormones can also affect like cortisol levels and things of that sort, which, you know, that is stemmed on by stress, and it can really hamper you in accomplishing the goals that you want. So we will talk soon. I will enjoy this time. I got 2 bottles of water. I actually picked up a book, but we will talk soon. All right, much love. Well, Whew, finally made it. I must tell you guys, what an adventure it has been. Yeah, I got delayed. I got delayed on my first flight, as I mentioned before, and then the flight got canceled. So now that just was a chain reaction that was set off, because when I got to Phoenix, that flight was delayed. So now I'm finally arriving. I was supposed to be in Monterey at like 11:20 a.m. I got here at 4:50 p.m. and but you know what? Like I said, resilience and mindset, positive mindset, it is okay. And I made it safe, so I'm thankful for that. Right now I am waiting for my surprise guest, who you guys will meet soon, which he's been on the channel numerous times. But I am excited because I haven't been to Monterey, California in over 20 years. So I am super pumped. Obviously, first thing first, I'm excited to see my surprise guest. And then second, I'm excited to be back in California, to the north side of California. I've been to San Diego, been to LA numerous times over the past 20 years, but I have not been back up north, and it's nice to be back in Monterey, California. The weather's perfect, and yeah, I'm just blessed and thankful. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for this. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm gonna try to capture some of the sights of Monterey as much as we can. I don't know our full plan. We were supposed to drive to Vegas, but I don't know if we're gonna leave today or not because I got in so late. So we'll see. It's about an 8-hour drive. But like I said, I'm gonna bring you guys along. And for those that have never been to Monterey, California, it is absolutely gorgeous here. The weather's perfect. At least back then it was. I'm assuming it hasn't changed. And yeah, just some really good memories. Hope everyone's having a blessed day, Saturday. And got my health. The sun is out. So let's go on this journey. All right, we'll talk soon, YouTube. Peace. All right, while I'm waiting for him, quick question to the YouTube family. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about in a sense. I just want to mention it. If anyone can answer this question to me, please comment below. But okay, so social media, we know how social media works. We know that sometimes social media has a lot of fake people and real people and things of that sort. However, I don't understand the whole follow someone and then unfollow them. I mean, I do understand that some people are like numbers hungry. Like right now I'm trying to weed out. My numbers are very inverted. And that's just because when I first started, I was following like everybody in sight, not knowing that they were not going to follow you back. I didn't know the rules of Instagram. So my feed is loaded with a bunch of people that I have no idea who they are. So I've been trying to get rid of them, just so that way I can give more time to the people that I want to give time to. I want to know what's going on with them. I want to follow their journeys. It's a little bit tougher when your feed is constantly flowing with people that you have no idea who they are and they're not even following me. But I don't understand, like, if you follow someone, right? Why are you following them and then 2 days later you unfollow? So someone please explain that to me. What is the point of that? Because I've been picking up on it here lately. So if you're that type of person, explain it to me. If you are trying to figure it out yourself and trying to understand it, please, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. So that was just a topic that I wanted to throw out there and see if people are even paying attention to it. Some people probably don't care. I don't care how many people are following me. I mean, yes, I would love to have multiple people so that way they hear my voice as well, and it strikes up conversation, and it's an opportunity to meet new people. However, I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not like constantly like, oh, I need more followers type of thing, because I could care less about that, because I'd rather have quality. I'd rather have 10 quality people than 300,000 of non-quality people that I have no idea who they are. So let me know, comment below. But it is a subject to talk about, and I love to hear what you guys have to say about that. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm still waiting for my surprise guest. I made it, and this is my surprise guest who's in power yawn mode. he has been on the channel before, but this is my son. For those that have not seen that, this is my son Isaiah. He goes by Zay, Zippy, whatever. But he is now a graduate of the linguist school in the United States Air Force, and I am a super proud dad, and super thankful, super happy and blessed to be out here. We are going to take this road trip together, and it's been a while. The last road trip we had was to Wisconsin, wasn't it? And that was a long time ago. It seems like 2 years ago almost. So because of all the delays, we are going to get a hotel room downtown here in Monterey, so that way I can walk around. We'll get a little bit of sightseeing and things of that sort. Not a lot, because we are going to get up early tomorrow so we can get on the road to go to Vegas. But that's going to be the plan. It just makes sense. Safety, you know, we always preach safety, so safety first. And if any of his Air Force MTLs are watching, he's being safe. He's going to get 8 hours of sleep before he does his, what is it, 500 miles is the limit? 500 miles. For those that are not familiar with the military rules, when you are moving from base to base, well, since he's in what is called a training status, when you're in training status and you're going from base to base, even if you're on military orders, meaning that the military has assigned you to somewhere, there's certain rules, and it applies to safety. So you can only drive up to 500 miles a day, and back in my day, we had to, the person that was traveling, if they were driving, they had to, whenever they stopped at a hotel, they would have to call back to let people know that they are safe. And like I said, everything has to do with just to make sure that you're getting enough rest and you're not being stupid and trying to drive 1,000 miles in one day and things of that sort. But those are the rules for those that maybe if you're interested in joining. I don't know if the other branches are like that. I'm assuming that they probably are. But all right, enough of that. Let's start capturing some of this cool little town, man. There's people all over the place. It is Saturday, so they're out and about. But we're gonna flip the camera around and we'll talk more to Zay, because I want you guys to maybe hear some of his experiences going through the linguist school, which is one of the toughest schools in the United States Air Force to go through, and it's long, very long. It's what, 1.5 years, huh? For this, just for this training. Yep. And he has 2 more bases that he has to go to after this for training, mind you. So he won't even make it to his final destination or his first duty station. It'll be what, 2 years by the time you make it down there?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
it's like exactly 2 years.
See, so that's a long time, especially if, say, you're a four-year enlistee. That's half of your time in the military that's just in training. So, but all right, I'm gonna flip this around, and then we'll start getting some of these sights and sounds. All right, so you guys are seeing like little bits of footage, but this base is called the Presidio of Monterey, and some people say it's DLI. Mm-hmm. Some people say DLI. I don't even know what that stands for, to be honest.
Defense Language Institute.
Defense Language Institute. So you guys got it now, and this base primarily deals with that. So, and they have, can't even name how many languages they teach here. It's a bunch. But I've never been to this base. I've been to Monterey, but I've never been to the base. So this is my first time here. This is an Army post?
Army post.
Army. So there are differences between the Air Force and Army bases. You know, how things are run and things of that sort. I will say Air Force, I think, used to be quality of life, quality of living was a little higher standard. Was the highest standard of all the branches, but it's not to knock any other branch. I mean, we still get a lot of benefits, and you know, there's a lot of good things still with the military. So, but I'm done talking. We'll pick back up once we get downtown.
Satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes
right, so right now we are out walking the streets and we're looking for a place to eat. The problem is, it never fails for me. I'm always in prep, it seems like. So we're trying to find a place that we both can have something to eat. Obviously, he can eat anything he wants, but for me, I'm a little bit limited on carbs. So I have to kind of be a little bit more specific. I know that I talked about how flexible this prep has been, but I am about a little over 2 weeks out. So I really need to make sure that I stay focused and locked down and not overindulge. So I'm still gonna be watching my carbs. So what if you had a recommendation for someone that maybe has never been here, where would you say for them to go at? If they were on this is like the main street?
Yeah.
Where would you say for them to go?
Alvarado Street Brewery and Grill.
And that's it's just a grill, like grill meats and stuff?
Yep.
Oh, this.
Basic bar and
Look at
grill
that.
place.
Alvarado Streets and Grill. Alright, so my review of the Sir Burger was actually not too bad. And my salad was pretty good. How was yours?
Good.
Nice. So if you guys want a burger place, if you come to Monterey, downtown, go to the Sir Burger. We're gonna walk around and I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can see the rest of this place. There's not a whole lot. I mean, it's just a lot of shopping, like little shops and food places. So, but it's just giving you guys just a small glimpse of, what it's like over here and places that you can go. A place like that is like a unique place that you can go to that maybe, it's not in the area that you live in. So that's the main focus on capturing. So I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can see. This is what, Fisherman's Wharf?
I don't know what this place is called.
Yeah.
But Fisherman's Wharf is right down that way. And it's just like seafood restaurants and
Live music.
Now that I'm a grown man, I've traveled here and there. I've learned that a bottle of brandy and a song, the only ones who ever.
All right, fam, a couple of things of note is if you're not prepared, it does get chilly here, regardless of time of year. I don't know if anyone's been to San Francisco, but the weather is similar. It's kind of unpredictable. So that's something to consider. And then it does get very foggy. When I lived out here, the fog sometimes is so thick that you could barely see in front of your car. And it looks like some of it's rolling through. I'll just flash it from behind. I don't know how much you can tell, but it looks like that fog is coming. So. I'm really out of date with candy, but we came by the candy shop because I am on a gummy mission. Zay knows that gummies are my weakness, so I am loading up. Most of this will be done post-contest that I'll eat it, but it's nice every once in a while to snack on gummies. So. All right, I must say that this has been probably the most taffy that I've seen in one place, especially the amount of flavors. You make all those flavors?
Well, Cannery Row.
Huh?
Cannery Row makes
Oh, they make them?
They bring them over here, yeah.
What's your favorite taffy?
Again, chili.
Oh my goodness.
I can't eat
so he's a chili fan.
I can't eat much taffy because of braces.
Oh, I got that. That would be a pain in the tail, I think. Cool. Thank you.
What's your name?
Jason.
Okay, so at least we got you. At least we know your name is Jason. I'm Steve. This is Isaiah. So
hi.
nice to meet you.
What's the channel name?
I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness
Yeah, I was giving you guys a glimpse of the fog. I mean, what I showed you was like nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. And for those that have been to Northern California, you guys know what I'm talking about. That fog was nothing compared to like how bad it gets. I hope you guys are having a blessed Saturday. Thanks for joining me in Monterey, California. And I know we were traveling, we were starting El Paso, but have a blessed night, and we will talk to you tomorrow. All right, so we broke down, and we are into this realm of the trip. This realm of the trip means that we've been driving for a little bit and everybody got a little sweet tooth, so I'm going to show you guys. This is an egg gummy, so we're going to sample this out and then I'm going to give you guys my egg gummy review. Zay's looking for the 3D, but he also picked up a power worm.
Yeah, that thing is
That's
like
in
taking
there.
up the whole bag.
Is it?
Can't reach into the other candy. They're so big.
He's got the dominant. So see, size matters when you get bags of gummies like this.
Apparently.
So just keep that in mind. But we're enjoying the ride. We are going through somewhere near Bakersfield. I know that.
Right outside of Bakersfield.
We're right outside of Bakersfield. So,
Marvin.
yep, that place. And there's like all kinds of. I'm gonna flip it around so you guys can see real quick. It's kind of a cool view. Kind of looks like a hiking zone, but I've already nibbled on the outside. So if this was an egg, a real egg, I'd be eating the egg whites, clean protein side, with a little bit of fats and cholesterol in the center. Instead it's just sugar. So, but overall quality, Quality's good. No spillage, no dripping, and no soft yolk for those that like fried eggs. But overall, it's nothing to write home about. That's for sure. But it's decent. Gets the job done. Not as good as those clear ones.
Trying to eat the yolk part.
Yeah. I took a nibble of it.
That's the better part. The rest is
That's the more gummy of the gummy.
Let's show you the snake. Look how long it is.
Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. Jeez. That thing is crazy. Wow. So you guys can get the extended long version of gummies. So check that place out. Huh?
One of these.
Yeah. Alright, fam. Hope you guys having a blessed Sunday. Catch back with you probably in Vegas.
Weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied.
So this is the time that we really don't enjoy the most. This is the closing time. But I needed to close this video out. I really don't know how long this video is going to be. Hopefully it hasn't been too long. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. It's something different. You know, going on a road trip, you know, hanging out with my son, which you guys have seen him, but not for like long periods of time on the channel. I've had a good time with the road trip. We got behind schedule. We made the best of it. And, you know, we did what we needed to do. You know, and I've talked about that numerous times, and I've even mentioned in this video about the mindset, you know, positive mindset. You know, things happen, adversity happens. You know, I got all those delays and things of that sort. You know, we still made the best of it because you can only control what you can control and not get caught up in the things you can't control, which obviously elevates stress levels, and that's what you're trying to avoid. So, but we have a few questions. I know he's driving, but he can still talk because we can have a conversation. But for those that may have questions about, like, without going into too much detail, what my son does in the Air Force, we'll get his take on maybe how he feels now that he's been in for a little bit of time as opposed to before he came in, and any positive or any tips that he could have for anybody that maybe wants to join or is curious about you know, the Air Force or being a linguist, because obviously being a linguist is something that is, like I told you earlier when we first started the video, it's not one of the easiest schools to get in, not one of the easiest schools to stay in. A lot of washouts because it is kind of intense. I mean, you're learning a language. It's very important. You never know what type of environment you're going to be in when you get to your permanent base and things of that sort, as far as deployments and things of that sort. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But what'd you think about your language experience there, buddy?
It's fun. It was long.
Is that probably the worst thing about it, was the length?
No, probably having to go to 2 more schools after finishing that school.
So your total amount of times is what? It's 2 years, right? Just
About 2 years. Yeah.
So about 2 years. Now, mind you, that is not the. Every school's different. Every school's different as far as the language goes. Depends on the language, and obviously, you know, there's some that are probably harder than others. But it depends on the language as far as that your extended time in that particular school, and then it depends on, because he's airborne. So airborne is going to be a little bit different than maybe, I guess, your standard linguist.
Yeah, it's about a month longer because we have to go to SEER.
Okay. And for those that don't know, SEER is like a survival type training. and you pretty much learn to survive without having all of the luxury items. You know, maybe you're put somewhere that's all desert, or put somewhere it's wood environment like foresty, and you have to survive eating bugs or whatever case. You know what I mean? Drinking water from the freaking rivers or whatever, and you know, it's all kinds of stuff. I don't know it in details. I've never done it before. I have spoken to people that have gone through some of the training, but he's going to get it firsthand. So, do you have any tips for anybody that may be interested in becoming a linguist or military?
Study languages. If you want to be a linguist, study languages, study the grammar and the structure and things like that. That'll help throughout the course. And then cultural backgrounds, because the way most of those cultures speak is different than the way we speak. You know, the way we say, I'm going somewhere, they might say, I'm traveling somewhere, or I'm visiting somewhere. So just studying things like that, cultural norms.
Nice.
Joining the Air Force, probably just Air Force regulations, things like that.
Being disciplined and things of that sort.
Yeah.
What is probably the thing you don't like? What's the thing that's worst for now? Marching?
Probably marching. Being in training still. Training status.
Well, I'm not going to give all the details of where he's going and things of that sort, because that is kind of private stuff, but yeah, marching and things of that sort is part of the military, so you can't really get around that. But it is one of those things that I've done it myself, and it does get old after a while, unless it's something that you really enjoy, drill, and things of that sort. But like I said, it is part of the military culture, and it's more for, not that you're going to be probably doing that when you leave, but when you get to your permanent duty station, it's supposed to help teach teamwork and discipline, attention to detail, because there is some dynamics, because I used to teach drill, so there are some dynamics about drill that really enhances like the teamwork effort and really gets you focusing on combining as one, just like any sport. You know, think about football. There's 11 guys on the field. They have to operate as a unit for it to work. If one person does not operate, if one person does not do their job, then maybe that play is not going to be successful. In the same, if you're marching in a big formation, if one person's out of step, it could screw up the rest, and it could throw off the whole dynamics of the formation. So that's my analogy of it. But thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna get back to enjoying this time, and feel free to comment if you guys got questions. If you have questions for Zay, put them in the comments, and we'll make sure that we respond. I know this is, like I said, something different, but hope you guys are having a blessed week, and be positive, stay motivated, stay hungry, and believe in yourself. Okay, believe in yourself. Remember, it's you versus you. So we will talk in the next video, which will probably be prep, because I will be competing next week. So look forward to bringing you guys along again for another road trip, and have a great rest of the week. Much love. Peace.